Welcome to Robin's Cruise Show. Today's episode, to package or not to package. I'm going to explain all of that and more in today's edition of Robin's Cruise Show. So you found your perfect cruise holiday and you're looking at it with both the cruise line directly and also a travel agent. I'm going to be discussing today packages, bespoke packages or tailor-made packages, and the differences between them and how it can benefit you as a customer booking with a travel agent. I'm going to be breaking this down into a few parts through this video. The first part is going to be about booking a cruise line package. Then I'm going to be dealing with cruise lines that use charter flights. And finally, I'm going to be talking about bespoke or tailor-made packages that you can find with travel agents. By finding your perfect holiday and you've seen it directly with a cruise line and you're looking at it and thinking, well, I've got the cruise, now do I get the flights, do I get the transfers? Now with most cruise line packages, yes you will. They will include these for you. Now also going out to slightly more long haul destinations that include all of this but then usually add on a one night pre-cruise hotel stay. This is for operational reasons. Usually when you're flying over to America or Singapore, they will always add on these additional nights just as a security, just in case something happens with the flights over there. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, you've seen this package direct with a cruise line, so what's the need to look at it with a travel agent? Well, you should. Now, all travel agents are paid a commission by the cruise lines when we resell their holidays for them. Now this benefits you as a client because by booking with a travel agent it means we can then use that commission to then discount with. Now obviously we're going to try and give you the client the best deal. This is what we do. We'll also give you unique advice and also give you some pointers about the holiday. Likewise, if you see a particular cruise, say flying out to Singapore and joining a ship there and cruising around Vietnam and the Asian region, if you wanted to extend your stay or add on additional elements, for example going to see Cambodia, then this is something to definitely discuss with your travel agent, as they might be able to switch your package from being one that is booked everything through the cruise line to then being what's described as a bespoke package. I will deal more with this at the end of the video. So always worth asking these questions, but generally speaking you're always going to get a better deal booking with a travel agent than you will direct with a cruise line. Simply put, we're there for the advice, to give you their best price, and also to give you a bit of peace of mind that with a travel agent you will be given a more personal service. I'm not taking anything away from the cruise lines with this, but they generally speaking have large operation centres, whereas with most travel agents you will be able to phone them up, get the name of the person that you dealt with, and then that person will be happy to answer your questions all the way through right up until departure date. This is another main benefit, I would say, with booking with a travel agent in general. So the second point that I mentioned was about cruise lines that use charter flights. This is an interesting one because we do see companies like P&O, when they're sailing out of the Caribbean, chartering their own flights direct out to Barbados. This, generally speaking, gives you as the client a better choice of flight departure points, as flying to Barbados direct, generally speaking, is only possible from London Gatwick. However, coming back to my previous point of the video, it is always worth discussing this with a travel agent because us as agents, we do get access direct to P&O's system. So, well, them and all cruise lines. So when you find a cruise line that is offering charter flights, whereby they're then flying direct from regional airports like Manchester or East Midlands or Liverpool, Edinburgh, Glasgow, direct into a location, it's always worth approaching us as travel agents and saying, well, I've seen this package direct, what can you do with the price? Again, comes down to, as I've mentioned before, service and price, and also advice, which we're all very good at giving to you. To add on to this though, I would say that if you were looking to extend the holiday and add on some time in Barbados for the cruise, just for the sake of argument, this can be a little bit trickier dealing with chartered flights. Now you're probably sat there wondering what on earth is a chartered flight. Simply put, it means that when a cruise line has actually rented an aeroplane and they've then tied that aeroplane to one of their cruises. So for every stateroom they sell on the cruise, there will be 2 seats on the flight to match it. And they will keep on adding on extra flights if they need to increase their capacity. Only after they've exceeded their capacity will they then look outside to other airlines to try and get a contract. This might mean, though, that for you as a client, the flights might not be direct, especially if you're looking at more regional options. Again, as a travel agent, we can take you through all of this. We can give you advice. If needs be, we can contact the cruise line directly and find out how many seats they've got on any given charter flight. And it means that we can then give you that peace of mind that if you choose to book, that you'll be booking, getting on a direct charter flight, and that everything will all be packaged together by the cruise line, but you're getting the benefit of the price from us. Also, just to add that all travel agents are fully ABTA and ATOL bonded. Now, what that means is that every travel agent is a member of the Association of British Travel Agents, which we have to be. Likewise, ATOL protection, and that's with the air elements, usually when you're bespoke packaging, and that covers you as well. And ATOL is through the CAA, or Civil Aviation Authority. It just gives you as a customer a peace of mind that booking with a travel agent is the right decision, both from the point of view of service and also from the point of view of price. I said at the beginning of the video that the third part would be about bespoke or tailor-made packaging. Now, this comes back to a few points that I've made already about when you want to switch things around with regard to a cruise. So say adding on an additional stay, doing a tour. I use the example of flying in and out of Singapore and adding on that tour beforehand in Cambodia. Now, generally speaking, what you will find is that most travel agencies will have contracts with tour suppliers and also with hotels. So what we tend to do quite a lot is we'll take the cruise element out, and usually the cruise lines will also give us a beneficial rate. So what we have is this specialist agency price, which we then use to rebuild a package for our clients. So with that, we would then take the cruise sailing from Singapore. We'd add on a couple of nights in Singapore beforehand, take account of the flights. And just let's say, just to mix it up a bit, we wanted to make the whole thing a bit more interesting. We'd add on, say, a stay in Siem Reap, for example, in Cambodia, so that you can then go and see Angkor Wat. So there you actually have a 2-city pre-cruise element, the cruise itself. All transfers would then be done through ourselves, and likewise we'd add on the flights. Now, this is one of the major benefits of booking with a travel agent, because we can take any cruise and then expand the whole holiday for you. So if you were sailing out of Miami, but you wanted to go and see other places in the US, that'd be something we could do. Fly you into one location, give you some hotel time there, move you to another location, and then finally get you down to Miami to join the ship. Or if you're sailing out from New York, same thing. You have to bear in mind that with travel agents, whatever you conceivably think of doing surrounding a cruise is something that we'll be able to put together for you. Be it hiring a car, going to Disney World, going to see Universal, cruising from the Caribbean, going out to the Far East and doing some interesting tours there, sailing from Singapore, but maybe doing something else first, or even sailing from Dubai and, I don't know, doing the Golden Triangle in India first as well. You have to bear in mind that this is the major benefit of booking with us, in the fact that we can then steer you towards what would be good options for your holiday, and also what additional benefits that we've got by booking through ourselves, but also extra features we can add on to this package for you. It's very, very interesting, because I don't think a lot of clients realise that actually the scope that a travel agent has to really give you a very detailed itinerary which exactly meets what you want to do is always a possibility. So always bear that one in mind. We're friendly people, we give good advice, we're always better value for money, and oddly enough we do like talking about cruise because, well, why else would we be doing this job? Anyway, I will say thank you very much for listening to me. Please remember to like the video, please subscribe to my channel. Hope you're all having a nice day. This is Robin's Cruise Show, signing off.